At the beginning of 2023, I set myself 5 different reading goals. Now it's come to the end of the year, it's time to take a look at them, and I only succeeded in one. And did I? So the one that I succeeded in was my goal to read 50 books. I managed that, but I was wanting to actually lower my reading. Now I did lower my reading from 2022. I read about 115 books that year and I read 86 this year. So that is decreased. However, that's still a fair bit over 50. The whole point was supposed to be less stress on my reading, just physically getting to less books, enjoying time doing other things like playing video games, playing board games, things like that. And that did not happen. So whilst that's technically a pass, it's also a fail, but it's the only one I passed, so we're taking it. Then we have a semi-pass, which doesn't count, but hey ho. That is, I wanted to read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books for the Don't Forget Your Towelathon, and I read all of the books by Douglas Adams, but I haven't yet read the one book, the 6th book, by Owen Colfer. So technically, I have failed that, even though I've read all of Douglas Adams's books. Is that a fail? I don't know, you tell me. I didn't tick it off because it doesn't feel like I've done it. Then I wanted to read more from Lord of the Rings. Whilst I still could have just read that in my normal reading, I know why that didn't happen, and that is because the Middle-earth-a-thon wasn't on this year, because life was lifing for the hosts. So my usual prompt to pick up the Lord of the Rings books wasn't there. I'm pretty sure it's going to be happening this year, as long as life doesn't life again. I'll be able to read it then, but yeah, that didn't happen, did it? Then my Goldsborough science fiction fantasy book box, keeping up with them. That was my goal, was to keep up with them. I managed it in 2022, I was reading them as they came in each and every month. Did not happen in 2023 in the slightest. I dropped off like halfway through the year. I went through a massive reading slump and just never picked them back up. They're just sat here now. And then my final one was to get my physical TBR under 100. Now, I haven't counted my physical TBR yet, but at the start of 2023 it was around 107. I've read 86 books and I had 118 new books come in. My maths is shit and even I can tell that I failed, so that went well, didn't it? Shit. I've set myself much more reasonable goals for 2024. So I say much more reasonable. I've set myself a really difficult goal for 2024 and it's not really one I can tick off. You'll see. Let me know how your reading goals for 2023 went. Hopefully much better than mine. Fingers crossed for you. It just wasn't the year. I read loads of great books. Nothing that I planned. Fingers crossed I manage it in 2024. Bye!